I guess today I'm going to be talking about the hardships that we had, that I had, and I don't know, the entire Toronto Defiant experience and its whole origin story and what was hard about it, you know? So there were a lot of hardships within the team, especially in the player part. You know, when you first bring a team together, especially in a meta where it's very tank heavy, Brigida heavy, in other words, communication or synergy heavy, rather than, you know, like mechanic heavy as you would when you have like Widowmaker meta or whatnot, your scrim results are not going to be that good. They're not going to be good. I just want to say that this week, I mean last week, our scrim results were probably, I hate to even admit this, but this is a process, right? We were probably going like anywhere between 2-8 to 3-7, us being the lower number, and it was just constant losing, you know. At a certain point you feel like a sandbag. It's just like, wow. There was so much time used to remind them that this is a process and you have to look at the big picture and the passion and, you know, the whole team synergy thing that's going to allow us to rise together. So it was hard on the players early on because we lost a lot, right? But I'm happy to say this week, today, I mean, I'm in a good mood because we have been stomping. We dropped 1 map out of 3 blocks today. We have a 90% plus scrim record for this entire week. And I'm really glad that, you know, we finally got to have this breakthrough. The challenge going forward is to maintain this form, this condition, and improve further upon this. I remember a lot of the players, you know, and this goes without exception, every player, they were losing a lot of self-esteem. You know, they were getting low in self-esteem. They were questioning whether what they were doing was right or wrong, because even if an individual performs properly, if the team doesn't synergize with that, you begin doubting yourself. Like, for example, in a meta that's very Brigida heavy, you have to time your shield bashes properly, and you have to switch. You have to turn on and off that offensive switch, right? You have to become really offensive and really defensive on the fly, just like that. When a shield bash goes through, but then the team doesn't follow up with it, the Brigida begins to wonder, did I do the wrong shield bash? Was this too aggressive? Was this too early, you know? And a lot of that happened, but me, Don, and Bubbly, all the coaches, and Jay included, we were really struggling to find the right way to figure out how we're going to remedy this. And in the back of your mind, me personally, you know, as a head coach, you know that these players have the potential because they've gone through a pretty rigorous trial process. You know in the back of mind that they have what it takes to go into the league and perform at a very high level. But it's really hard to remind the players that to trust, you know, in the fact that, you know, they've been selected as Overwatch League players, and to not let, you know, losing scrims get to them so much. It's a learning process. You're always going to start pretty low, but thankfully, you know, now we're beyond that. We have a breakthrough. We're dominating in scrims, and everyone's feeling really good. I just want to go on and say, and that, you know, this experience is going to be something that the players are going to look back on. Everyone starts at a low point. No one just becomes, and that's the beauty of esports. You're not a god all of a sudden. You have to go through that grind. You have to go through those countless losses. You have to experience those mistakes to improve, and have your teammates, you know, really work with you to establish something that's larger than yourself. And I feel like this was a great experience. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more challenges to come, but the fact that we all kind of experienced this together, you know, like 2 weeks of really, really rough scrims and long days of 3-4 hour feedback sessions, just constantly going over VODs. I feel like this is something that, you know, we're all going to look back on and be like, yeah, this is where we started, you know, and it's just going to make us stronger that way because we went through that.